Hey there, sweet friends. This is for my Ritual Kit subscribers. If you do not have one of my Ritual Kits, that's okay. You can still do this meditation. You just won't have the specific altar cloth and candle with little holder that I provided in that this month. Yeah, I'm just kind of feeling into like where we're at right now. Currently, I'm in the middle of a snowstorm. So the idea of finding your inner light, finding sort of that thing that kind of keeps you rolling, that's kind of where I'm thinking. That's sort of how I described it in the little description with this month's Ritual Kit. Honestly, I usually have kind of I sort of have a plan, but I'm also just going to kind of let things flow through the way they want to. So let's go ahead and get into this. I will say that for a long time, I was doing my meditation like laying down, and that was fine. But lately, I feel like I've been going, I don't know, either I need more rest or I've been going super deep because I tend to pass out, so fall asleep. So maybe you want to be sitting up with kind of your back straight, feet on the ground, and yeah, let's get started. Just gonna close our eyes and just begin to arrive in this space and begin to get here for this moment, this meditation, and giving yourself just a little recognition, like, okay, we got it. We did this. We slowed down. Telling your body hello, saying hello to your body, just hello, body. Oh yeah, I have a body. I'm just taking a minute to kind of tap in and just giving yourself a little scan as you begin to find yourself behind your eyes in the middle of your head. Maybe starting at the feet and just kind of scanning all the way up, going back down, just kind of bringing that awareness kind of just like as a wave through your body to just feel into where you're at right now, what's going on. If any to-do lists or anything from your day is kind of chit-chatting through your brain, just no judgment, trying not to follow it, just being like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm really stressed about that, or oh yeah, I want to kind of do that. Sometimes when those thoughts come up, I'll do a thing where, especially if it's something I don't want to forget, I'll kind of sort of see myself gathering at all those thoughts and things that are kind of coming in. And I think we've talked enough about energetic roses, where I'll just kind of take all those thoughts like visually in my mind and kind of place them right outside my brain in like a little rose or a little bubble or just something where I'm like, okay, I'm not forgetting about it. It's still kind of connected to me, but I'm just kind of putting those thoughts out there. And I'll come back to it when I can. I'm starting to take a few deep breaths. Feeling the connection points where your back is touching the chair, your butt is touching the chair, or whatever you're sitting on. Maybe your arms are kind of resting on your thighs, where your feet are connected to the ground, to the floor below you, the carpet, whatever it is. And just inviting yourself to just slow down. And I do kind of want to give you sort of a out, quote unquote. If you just take this time to rest, if you end up falling asleep, taking a nap, maybe you just need rest right now, and that is okay. And just kind of saying, all right, I'm just going to let, my higher self kind of listen to the meditation while I take a little bit of a nap here. That is okay. It is rest season. We are in the solstice, the shortest sort of days of the year still right now. So just coming in and slowing down and finding your awareness behind your eyes in the center of your head. And kind of feeling into that space. If it feels cloudy or murky, or you can't even arrive there, maybe you want to just imagine a bunch of just roses kind of coming in and exploding, coming in and exploding. Just kind of like to clear out, just giving them the intention of just clearing out any of that energy that's behind your eyes in the center of your head. You may even want to picture some roses kind of just like coming behind your eyeballs and just cleaning all that out. Especially if you, like me, have unfortunately been finding yourself in any scroll holes. It's really good to just take those roses and just clear out anything that those beautiful eyeballs have been taking in. And maybe as you start to take some deep breaths, just paying attention to your breath. Sometimes it really resonates with people to feel the breath coming in through their mouth and down into their body and then back out through their mouth. But I invite you to try something which actually resonates a little bit more for me, where when I breathe in, while I'm still breathing in the actual, air through my mouth or my nose, what if you kind of picture the breath coming up through the ground, through your feet, and through your body that way, that connection into Mother Earth. So bringing the breath up from the earth, through your body, and then back down. Let's just play with that for a couple moments. Allowing that breath to just clean out anything that's just ready to go. Anything that's sort of rattling around in your brain that you're still kind of mulling over, any thoughts or feelings that are still coming up, just allowing that breath to really just clean you out. And following that breath. Thanking it, giving gratitude, just being like, thank you. I'm so happy that I can breathe, that I still have this body, I'm still inhabiting, I'm still here. Especially with everything that 2022 has put us kind of through, what we've endured, what we've enjoyed, what we've simply gotten through. I don't think there's a person on this planet that has had 100% enjoyable 2022. So while you kind of give breath and give gratitude for what you've gone through, just know that you are not alone. 2022 has been quite the situation. But maybe you want to thank it. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you, 2022, for all the lessons that you've given us. All the ways that you've sort of, maybe consciously or unconsciously, found the light within 2022. Found the things that were still working for you. And maybe you just want to kind of almost just imagine just like a, like a gratitude sort of blanket kind of wrapping around your body and just thanking your body for just getting you through this period, getting through this time, through these weeks, these months, this year. Just really just feeling into that body. Sometimes we don't have the best relationships with these bodies, and You know, there's so much that kind of goes on outside that we forget that these bodies are really working hard to support us and get us through and expand and contract and everything in between. So maybe you just want to see this sort of gratitude blanket that wraps around and just being like, oh yeah, it is kind of cool to have a body. Sometimes it's weird and gross and disapproving, but other times it's like amazing and fulfilling and everything in between. And with this gratitude, maybe you want to start just kind of asking your body, where am I pulling in light? Where am I pulling in creativity? Where am I pulling in love? Like, what parts of my body feel that? Are there certain chakra points? Is it pressure points? Is it just areas of your body where you really kind of receive some information, receive anything? If it's creativity, where are you kind of pulling in from? Is it coming in from the womb space? Are you bringing it in that way? Is it all coming through your eyeballs, through outside information that is filtered through your specific body and then used to create something new? Is it through your heart space? Kind of where are those points where you're pulling in information, where you're pulling in light, where you're pulling in something different? Where is it coming from? Is it something that you're conscious of, unconscious of? Does it sound like total bullshit? It just happens. No judgment. Are you totally analytical? Is it completely coming from your brain, do you think? Thinking about things, and then it kind of, you speak it into existence, or you draw it, or you create it with your hands, or you use your entire body to just kind of express as you interact with your family, with your friends. You know, just thinking about where that sort of information comes from, how you pull things in. Is it even a conscious thing? Do you want it to be? Just take a couple moments to kind of think about that. Ask your body that, explore. And if it's not creativity, maybe we can look at love for a moment. How do you express love? How do you bring love into your life? How do you feel love? Is it coming strictly from your heart? Is it felt in other parts of your body? Is it through sexuality? Is it through, again, through your creativity? Is it through sort of your third chakra, the way that you kind of pull energy in, the way that you kind of, feel about yourself, your sort of self-confidence? How do you feel love? Is it through your first chakra, your home space, your connection to this earth? Maybe it's through the throat. Maybe it's through speaking it, letting people know. Or maybe it's simply just feeling it, knowing it, hearing it. Just getting to know a little bit more, just asking your body for just a little bit more information. So when you're having a hard time feeling loved in a moment, or accepting love, or even expressing love. Maybe you can just kind of come back to some of those points where your body has been like, yeah, I really feel love through song, through hearing someone say it, through seeing it, through, you know, whatever it might be for you. And no judgment, no, don't go too far with it. Just kind of taking notes. Okay. All right. And again, just kind of scanning that body and asking if there's anything else that the body may want to tell you right now. If there's tightness anywhere that you can sort of follow. Just kind of come back to this idea of doing inquiries. This is something that you can do by yourself, but it's also something that you can do with a friend. You just both kind of share these moments and just witness each other. So in this moment, just asking your body, what else? What else? Show me, show me, show me. It may be a sensation, a tightness, and not even asking, just witnessing. All right, there's a tightness in the back of my head. Okay. Not putting any story into it, just noticing and kind of following it. Okay, now it's moving up into the front of my head, you know, wherever it may be. And let's just take a moment to kind of ask ourselves that. And then follow. Again, no story, no narrative, no it's coming from there, or this is this person, blah, blah, blah. No, just noticing and just watching. And maybe you want to ask your body, what do you need today? If this is, you know, if you're doing this meditation in the morning, afternoon, in the evening, whatever it is, what do you need from me right now? Do I need to just do this meditation in the evening next time and just fall right into sleep? Do I need to do this in the morning so that my body can just say, yeah, I would like this? And getting into the practice of asking your body, what do you need today? What can I do for you? You may be surprised about how specific your body might be. I need an orange. I need some magnesium. Why don't you drink some nettle tea? Could be anything. Just asking your body, what do you need today? And as we continue to listen to our bodies and just really cultivate a relationship directly to your body that's personal, it's just for you, it's just information for you. there's sickness in the body, it may even be something to share with your doctor. I know personally, one time I woke up and my body said, magnesium. I was like, what? Sometimes the body knows. Actually, always the body knows. That wisdom. Really feeling into that chest, that deep chest. Almost that space, like right at the bottom of the heart chakra, the heart space, right as it kind of connects into the third chakra, where that's sort of in between is kind of where sometimes I feel my own wisdom lies. And maybe you want to start to imagine just a light, just a little tiny light, just kind of turning on in that space sort of in the middle of your chest. I think there's practices that call this your Tipura, and I could be pronouncing that totally wrong. So just starting to just imagine a light in the middle of your chest. Maybe you want to bring some breath directly into it, whether that breath feels like it's coming through the nose and through the mouth and kind of right directly in there, or if that breath feels like it's kind of pulling up from the earth and coming right into that space in the center of the chest. Just allowing that light to get a little bit brighter. And just starting to warm you up internally. Maybe you do experience a sensation of warmth in your physical body, or maybe it's just more of a visual growing of that warmth, growing of that light. And knowing that that light is always there, even when we're in the deep winter months. And just watching as you breathe into it, can you sort of breathe into that light, and as you exhale, maybe that light starts to kind of create little pathways throughout the rest of your body. Maybe you can kind of just watch what that does. And maybe it doesn't happen the first time. Maybe it starts to happen eventually, or maybe never happens at all. Maybe that's something unique to certain people or not. But just getting prepared if it makes sense for the time of day when you're doing this, you may want to use the altar cloth that I provided to you in the kit and the black candle, the white base. You may want to burn that black candle when you kind of are completed with this meditation, to just remind yourself. And maybe you just kind of bring it around your space throughout the day. Maybe you just burn it for a little while, kind of whatever makes sense to you. But really using that candle, and again, if you don't have the ritual kit, it's okay. You can use your own candle. Just reminding you of, oh yeah, every time you see that candle, and maybe it's not even every time you see that specific candle, maybe it's every time you see any candle, just reminding yourself to just breathe into that center of your chest just for a minute, even just for a couple seconds whenever you think of it, whenever you see a candle. And just allowing your inner light to just get a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger. And just simply just bringing your awareness to it as a way of just opening up your own internal wisdom, just kind of stoking the fire of your own magic, exactly who you are, why you came here. Opening up for the possibilities of that experience of that light to sort of give you messages, show up in other places. Just maybe. What if? What if there was a message your internal light wanted to give you, your body wanted to give you? What if there was? Maybe it's just a reassurance of, yeah, you're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. You're exactly who you are. You're doing a great job. And again, as we prepare to sort of end this meditation, you want to bring your hands to heart center, to that center point where that light sort of resides in your body. And you want to tip your head right to it. Just holding on to it for a moment. Really feeling into it, really breathing into it, kind of stoking that little internal fire. Allowing it to stay through the rest of your day, through the rest of your evening, even if you're going off to sleep, allowing it to exist throughout your dream space. And again, just thanking yourself. Thank you, body. Thank you, light. When you're ready, bring your hands down. If you want to bend down, touch your toes. Slowly opening your eyes back up. Whenever you're ready, no rush at all. Any movements that the body wants to do, if there's any shaking or rolling or creaking, whatever you need to do, just come back. Thank you for being here. I love y'all.